Hello everybody, so it's time for another Theme Fortress, just having the rules up as usual to start off with. And remember, if you wanna submit your own loadouts, just join my Discord. There's always a link to my Discord in the descriptions of all my videos. And you just go to the section called Themed Fortress. It should be one of the text channels, or yeah, basically, and then you submit your submission there, and then I'll look over it. And you know, if I like it, it'll for sure eventually end up in the series. Else, you can just submit around weekly, like after a new episode have been released. Basically, you can make a new submission, and then you're secure to eventually get some of your loadouts shown on the video. Like, I'm pretty sure the theme here is supposed to be Saxton Hale, very obviously so, especially on the one on the left. The one on the right is a bit more questionable because Saxton Hale wouldn't wear fist weapons, but I figured I'd just group them together because they were so similar. And I've done this in the past episode as well. So they're getting a collective score of 8 points. I'm guessing Torbjorn for the theme here, and I decided to just, you know, help it a bit by lowering the legs a bit, you know. Helping the theme a bit there, but basically supposed to be Torbjorn from Overwatch, and I'm giving it 8 points for that. The guy that submitted this said, "Force a theme, please." And so you say, what is there to force? This is clearly Zoidberg or Zoidberg cosplay. I mean, you can't argue with the pink skin. You have the crab hat, you know, basically symbolizing that he is, you know, a crab person kind of thing. And then you have the love because there's all that love surrounding him, even though not really, so it should probably be broken hearts. And then he's semi-aquatic, so, you know, the bubbles, basically. Everything is on point there except the weapons, but it's getting the bonus point just to smash it even more in your face. There's your theme for you. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be one of those bigger zombies, maybe a tank, or I think are they called boomers or something? I don't have so much zombie terminology, sorry, but the things that give it away is, okay, he's holding part of a skeleton, so he probably just ripped off somebody's head and then started eating it. And he clearly got turned before he ate his lunch sandwich. That's why he's having a vintage sandwich somewhere on his body that is eaten, I guess. He haven't eaten it yet, and it's become vintage because you've been a zombie for so long, basically. And I think it does deserve those 8 points for that. Almost 9 points, but it's getting 8, so take that for what you will. So I'm pretty sure the theme for this is either the Bread update in a nutshell, because it starts kind of off with that, or party demo, basically. I guess it could just be party person, but he's basically standing outside the door of the party ready to be opened in and join the party, or he's maybe in the middle of the party standing on the table and being like, yes, or who knows what. And he basically have all the alcohol with him, and he's ready to drink with people. He even have lights in his helm, basically helm, I mean hat, and that's basically the unusual effects. But he is definitely the light of the party, so to speak. So I think everything is on point with this one, and it's getting 10 points as a result. Okay, so I dragged in some background because else you can't see what I assume is to be a Nintendo Switch. I know it's the con tracker, but the whole theme of this seems like he just opened his presents. It's winter outside, it's Christmas. He just opened and got himself a Nintendo Switch, and he's holding it up and being so happy for it. Because else, why would he have his back turned like that? And from this angle and everything, it actually does look like a Nintendo Switch if you kind of have that inspiration. So I definitely see the creativity behind this. And I mean, deserves those 10 points, especially for the touch of the unusual effect, which kind of gives off that it's winter outside, even though it's above his head, but still it's about the whole theme of it. So I'll definitely give it 10 points for that. So when I look at this, I kind of think of Indiana Jones. I'm not sure why, but it's that's the theme that makes most sense for me, and it doesn't give me a troll vibe at all. So it looks like he's tried to create Indiana Jones, and since it is a loadout TF, he could have added I've shown somewhere the heavy hold held a sniper rifle, you know, so could have added one of the spice knives, maybe the stock knife, and then it would actually have been very, very good looking, and would probably have been able to get 8 or 9 points. But you know, I still like it. I think it's pretty good. It definitely deserves at least those 7 points that I've given it, so that's what I'll give it. Okay, so my guess for this one is that it's supposed to be a first-class detective. He's very brilliant. He have the sunbeams around his head because he's full of ideas and ways to solve the case. The only issue I can see with this is that he's not holding the Zapper, which could believably be like his place where he's where his magnifying glass is and all that stuff. But it's also lacking a body cosmetic, and I can only like give it 1 bonus point, so I'm gonna be nice here and look away from the fact that it doesn't, like, the weapons doesn't fit in, even though it probably could, and give the bonus point there to make up for it, so it gets a total of 9 points. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a fireman, or if Pyro were a fireman. If the fire axe had been out and he didn't have the gas passer equipped, I would let benefit of the doubt go to that it's most likely a fireman. But since it is a gas passer that he's holding and like making sure that's the weapon, I think this is a Pyroware fireman. In that case, he would just help the fire spread, and he would use his fire axe. Instead of cutting down obstacles, he would cut down the people that need help. So that's very morbid and I don't know. Anyways, still getting 8 points for that. So I had a hard time figuring out what this is supposed to be, but after looking closely enough, it does make sense when you look at the cute suit that his head is white, so it's most likely a snowman that's hiding in a thermo suit and basically trying to stay cold. And he have a weapon, so he's like ready to fight if anybody gets close, because he's like a living snowman basically. That's probably a bit sad. Alternatively, it could just be like a kid ready to play in the snow, and for some reason like he holds out a power jack, which would make it look better if it were made in Loadout.tf. But I'm not sure. Either way, I'm just gonna give it 9 points and not worry more about what this is supposed to be. So I think this is somebody who just submitted their own loadout, and like that would make sense. So I'm giving it 10 points for trolling, and the other alternative, which would be my best bet at what this is supposed to be, is that it's supposed to be Clinks from Dota 2, but then he should like be holding a bow, or at least like have the huntsman as like his primary. But since that's not the case, I'm just like, you know what, this is most likely somebody who just submitted their own loadout, which is supposed to be like a form of fire skeleton kind of thing. I don't know. So I just want to clarify that you're supposed to get 11 points if you want to, you know, win the trolling. But basically here we have a redneck energy is what I'm gonna think that it is, or basically just a redneck. Maybe it's just like he's sitting, I can picture like a barn in the background maybe, and then he's just sitting there with his shotgun and like ready to literally shoot anybody getting on his property. I don't know, he may be a bit crazy, but I'm giving it 9 points regardless. I think this is a personal loadout, but just hear me out for what kind of theme I think it's supposed to have here, because it have like a very late autumn vibe with the shotgun, and then you have the and by late autumn I mean because it's like mostly winter themed loadout, but I still think it deserves 10 points. Like, it's a pretty nice looking loadout. It looks a bit like a sailor, you know, experienced person with white beard, and then the hat looks like something you would probably see like what is it called, somebody with a boat basically is wearing. Like, I don't know, it's probably not correct, but I've like it's kind of that imagery feel you get from the hat, and it's kind of cold out sea when it's like late autumn, so it kind of fits together in that sense. So that's why I'm giving it 10 points. So the unusual effects, kind of like both of them looks like they're ghost related. Like, he's clearly doing a taunt, and then you have like the hat also with like the little version of it. It looks like he have killed a lot of people. He's probably a crazy scientist, but if there hadn't been any effects, I would just say he looks like a professor, but now he looks like a crazy scientist that's probably made a deal with the devil, who knows. Still giving it 10 points though, so I guess that deal with the devil worked out. This got submitted as a very small picture, just want to point that out, like make sure that the pictures isn't like too small, because then it shows up a bit bad resolution on the video. But basically I think this is supposed to be like probably the most heavy metal guy ever. Like, he have an arm made of metal, he like literally have hell above his head. It's like you get close to this guy, you speak for a bit, and you walk away and you've already got like 3 piercings somewhere, and I don't know, probably a robot arm, who knows. Like this guy is like the next level metal. Like, you don't know how it happened, he doesn't know how it happens. It's like he also wonders how you got like down below hell, but nobody's asking. So giving it 10 points for that. I think this is supposed to be dad or uncle. It could even be a grandpa, but it's getting 9 points. It could have gotten 10 points if some color were applied. I mean, it's a Loadout.tf, so it shouldn't really be that hard to apply color to it. And instead of like using the standard color, it could have been painted black or white to symbolize, yes, this is like a dad or uncle or, you know, grandpa. Like black if it's like your dad or uncle, or white if it's grandpa. It could even be gray. It could also be like yellow maybe, I don't know. There's so many color choices that could have made this stand out a bit more, and that's basically all I have to say to this. Other than that, it's a pretty nice loadout, definitely deserves 9 points, and just wanted to thank you guys for watching this, and I hope to see you again next time.